Hi there, YouTube. Good evening. How are you today? We're here. You know what it's all about. We want to get this guy's weapon right here. Even though I feel very conflicted because in Final Fantasy X, it's his capturing weapon, which looks like crap. Much like what we got off the free daily. Anyway, as we get started, please remember to like, subscribe. You know what it is. I'm perilously close to hitting 100 subs, which I realize isn't that big of a deal for your typical YouTuber, but it's like a big milestone for me, you know? So, please, help a brother out. With that, no, let's do one ticket, thank you. I'm one of those weirdos who has to have their tickets be at a, you know, I don't like my tickets being on weird numbers. I can deal with it being a 5. Not so much anything other than a 0. Turns out that we've got Divine Shiva coming up next week, which is mildly upsetting. It was really... Maybe I shouldn't say upsetting, that's the wrong word, much like that's the wrong LD. Hello, 7, how are you? It's like... I don't know, I was hitting the... I'll be honest, as a Final Fantasy XIV player, I was hitting the Xenos Copium pretty hard. Trying to get those double doses. Got one tank hooked up to each nostril. You know. Or an EX and 35. We already got 15, so LD, and we got the full starter kit. Another EX. Okay. I would go in with gems because Auron is... I can't even say that he's my favorite Final Fantasy X character, because I think Riku just barely edges him out, or at the very least they're neck and neck. But normally I would go gems for such a mega favorite like that, but the simple fact is that we've got Jekt coming up apparently next week, and under no circumstances am I going to miss out on Jekt's LD and Burst. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Much like I'm sacrificing these tickets. Really hope I didn't pull the LD while I wasn't paying very much attention, while I was looking at the OBS little capture screen thing, shrieking at me about some kind of nonsense, I don't know, high encoding or something. I don't know how this crap works. I just press buttons. Can we get it? Can we please? Please, Auron? Please? Please? Are you still there? Please? Aw. It's funny, when I was doing my pulls to try and get, what was it, Kryle's FR weapon on JP, I had to have gotten like 7 or 8 Auron LDs, which, spoiler alert, I did go back in on that banner with more tickets, and I got even more Auron LDs. I even got one off of one of the free daily pulls. So, man, it was meant to be. Hey, as I reminisce about it, yo. So, 151 tickets. Oh, man. All of those tickets were like Pokemon, and I gave them all away just for that. Excellent. Now, the real question, though, is, do I blue? Because I've got enough in the tank for I can blue one character without digging into these right here, which honestly is something that I've been thinking about more and more. Because that's actually not the worst idea. If you think about the way that the whole FR situation is, you know, you're only going to have so many. And this is something they kind of covered on the Ranting Hour. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And if I can remember it, I'll put a link in the description, or I'll put a card maybe right about here. And one of the things that they talked about, and I think this was Nidre that was doing the numbers and stuff, was that it would take you hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of power stones to actually, even if you could pull all of the FR weapons, if you pulled one copy of each one, right, it would cost you these millions of power stones in order to max them all out. So the better the play, instead of trying to hoard power stones or whatever, your other option was to either go in to get dupes, which is obviously expensive for your resources are going to take a big hit, because that's like trying to pull 4 copies of an LD, right? So the idea was, instead of trying to get every single one, to focus your pulls, right? You know, get the characters that you really like, you know, your favorites or whatever, get the characters you need to beat stages, get through mechanics, stuff like that, and otherwise just leave it all alone, so that you can, as you pull these characters, invest fully on each and every one. And that thought has been kind of slowly burrowing into my brain more and more over the past couple of weeks, and I think I have been pretty much sold on it. You know, I don't mind, you know, picking up a high armor for something like Lawn and Rain, who I'm not really going to touch that much. But, like, Sid Reigns. I'm literally never going to use Reigns, like, ever. And to show you what I mean, let me just max this out right quick. I'm going to book it. Probably. Ooh, maybe I'm not going to book it. Maybe I'm just gonna go fuck myself. Anyway. Sid Reigns. This is what I have equipped for him, right? I picked him up because I got his EX, I think, off of a freebie. Like that daily one. So I said, okay, fine. 10 tickets, got the LD. I'm literally never gonna use this character. He's not fun to me. You know, why invest for the high armor tokens if I'm not gonna use him? Same deal with where are you at? Not this motherfucker. Oh man, instant blue. Like Machina. I don't enjoy Machina that much. You know, I still don't have his high armor. Even if I got his burst, I would probably get that. But I'm not gonna blue him. I'm not gonna green him. You know what I mean? But what I'm looking for, Noctis is another great example of that character that I won't even use. Onion Knight. Even if I got Onion Knight's burst, even if he was the most busted, cracked character in the entire game, I would never use him, so why bother going in like that? Lightning. I bought her high armor because I felt like I needed it to crank my damage up to, you know, the levels that you needed for that early Lufenia stuff, right? So, I don't know. I guess what I'm espousing here is the idea of focusing your pulls, focusing your resources, worry about the things that you feel like that you have to have, instead of kind of here and there and everywhere, you know. So, just a thought. And keep in mind, all of these things, they're going to end up being fungible because of the nature of the game. You know, right now we have FR weapons for Kane and Kryl and Broska, and Cam is releasing tonight. Is it Cam Lanot? Cam Lano? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I don't know. If you're not going to be able to get everything, then just focus on the stuff that you want. Speaking of which, I'm going to have Cam's FR and Burst. I need his whole kit because his FR animation is a combo attack with Cypher, and I'm a massive Cypher fan. So, oh my god, I've been rambling for way too long. Thank you very much for watching. Again, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh my god, please subscribe. And, drop me a comment. Let me know how your polls went. I interact with all the comments on all of my videos, so I hope to see you there. And see you next time. Take care.